Greetings everyone. Today I want to talk about cryptocurrency and why I think you should definitely own some cryptocurrency. I think it's very clear that cryptocurrency is here to stay and it's the future in many ways. The crypto market has been very speculative in the past years. However, now we have big financial institutions and national governments adopting cryptocurrency. And we now also have big companies like Tesla, Microsoft, and PayPal accepting cryptocurrencies and payments by crypto. While these adaptations are good for the stability and legitimacy of crypto, the core value of crypto has actually been the opposite. It has been decentralization and to create a system which is outside the established financial system, such as the banks. People usually accuse crypto of being a platform for corrupt transactions and illegal transactions, such as drug trade. However, if you look at actual reality, you will see that most corruption is made through the dollar and is carried out by the big banks. And almost all drug trade and all the illegal things are traded with the dollar as well. Cryptocurrency can actually be much safer since all the transactions are made public and they can be accessed by anyone, not just by the banks. This is a democracy where the people are in charge of their own money. This is very different from the basically oligarchy of the big banks and the financial institutions. While some cryptocurrencies are able to be mined and the developers might add a larger pool into existence, this is also made in a very transparent and clear way. On the other hand, the increasing inflation of the dollar and other fiat currencies will only add and actually make the value of your money wither away. The way the financial institutions and the banks simply print money is not made clear for the average citizen, and this comes across as very dishonest and potentially dangerous. I think right now actually we are seeing kind of an economic crash on the horizon because due to the corona situation we have seen so much debt and many states and other institutions have had to take massive loans in order to keep things going. Things might seem to be going normally or okay, but in reality all of this is based on a house of cards of borrowed or non-existent money. This could all come crashing down sooner or later. In comparison, cryptos are actually much safer because they are not reliant on these global situations. However, the crypto market is famously volatile, as we have seen recently, and this should also be taken into consideration before you jump in. However, simply as an investment, Bitcoin is probably one of the best investments you could make right now, even if you don't really care so much about the technology. There are many people, including famous investors and millionaires, that predict that Bitcoin will go to at least 100,000 by the end of this year or next year, and some speculate that it might go to $200 or above $300,000, and that other cryptocurrencies will follow, such as Ethereum. Unfortunately, most of the market is completely reliant on the Bitcoin price, and I would like to see other cryptocurrencies release themselves from the Bitcoin price. In terms of technology, Bitcoin is one of the worst cryptocurrencies. It's very outdated and it uses a lot of unnecessary energy due to the mining and upholding of the blockchain. Other cryptocurrencies, such as Cardano, for example, have a very trivial energy use in comparison and virtually no fees when making transactions. The fees for Bitcoin and Ethereum are very high right now, and they require a lot of energy to use. I'm not an expert on the technology, but my favorite crypto is probably IOTA, which actually doesn't use blockchain technology, but simply uses random devices such as smartphones to simply validate transactions. And this uses basically no energy. It just needs to use a little bit of processing power from your phone for like a minute or something, and then it's done and the transaction is made. And this requires no mining or no big databases. This might have some other flaws like security issues, but I don't know. But we actually have really good cryptocurrencies like Nano and Tron, which again have no fees, and transactions are actually basically instant. And you compare this to bank transactions that usually take 3 business days to complete and might have some fees associated with them. Crypto is a way to also be anonymous. Of course, this can be a problem again with illegal transactions, because there is a lot of online drug trade which is done through Bitcoin, and I can confirm this by my own experiences. It's actually ridiculously and surprisingly easy to buy drugs online simply using Bitcoin. However, we now see some governments like the Chinese government and the Russian government and now the Indian government as well trying to ban cryptos. And these are obviously very totalitarian governments that want to control the people in a very toxic way. I think we can all agree on this. This is actually a way for people to free themselves from these kind of controlling governments and institutions. And you can actually have financial freedom. Nowadays, we actually see many African and South American governments getting in on the crypto boom. And we see the Ethiopian government actually working with Cardano technology to integrate it into their financial and educational system. And of course, crypto can be used not just for finances, but actually in most sectors that simply involve data flow and confirmation of data. But it is very clear that crypto is here to stay, and this is the future. If you get in now, you are actually quite early. This is sort of the start. I mean, it has already been going on for a while, and you know, if you bought Bitcoin a few years ago, like, yeah, you could be a millionaire, you know, and like if you get in now, it's actually quite early. And, you know, Bitcoin actually has a cap on it. It will not be able to mine Bitcoin so much longer. And if you buy some Bitcoin now, you know, you can easily make like at least a 3x on your money. You know, you can double your money many times. And it's actually a very safe investment for a long time. Currently, I'm recording this in June, and the crypto market has taken a very big crash, very unexpectedly, actually, quite unprecedented. But it's actually a good time to get in now. I think it's going to go up a lot still this year. If nothing else, you might wait for it to crash a bit further down, and you could simply hold it for like 3 years more or something. It could be a long-term investment, and you know, you could make like a 10x over 3 years for sure, like or more. And there are very few investments that actually that are anywhere near as good as this. I should also give a disclaimer here that, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, this is not official financial advice, and you know, do your own research and all this. And you know, you could lose a lot of money as well. So, you know, don't gamble everything on this. But I would really own just a little bit of crypto if I were you. I think, you know, just a little bit Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano are maybe the big ones. We have Polkadot, the Uniswap token, Cakeswap token, IOTA, which I talked about. We have Tezos. We have Ripple, which is institutional. Depends what you think about that. Nano is a really good one. Chainlink, Link is maybe one of the best ones you could buy right now, I think. And personally, I really like the BitTorrent token, which has very good use online. And also StormX, STMX is one of my favorites that has very good use online right now, actually. And you know, you can go and buy stuff online with StormX, and you can just get like 10% off just by buying with StormX. It's kind of crazy, actually. And I'm surprised StormX is not doing better. You know, then there's a lot of cryptocurrencies, and I think there are too many. And there are like all these meme coins like Doge, you know, and Doge could go to like $1 still, but I think that train has already passed. It's just this meme. But the fact that Dogecoin could go so high, kind of, it really states in what state the financial system is, which is, it's kind of a joke, and just this Dogecoin could basically take over the dollar or something. Like it's crazy. It just goes to show how outdated the whole traditional financial system actually is. So in short, I really think you should own some crypto. This is a really good time to get in actually. Although the market is in a very unpredictable phase right now, and you can make different kinds of investments here. And if you know what you're doing, you can actually make quite a lot of money quite quickly. And of course, I've been doing this, and I will actually be making a tutorial of how to day trade cryptos and so on. You can make like $100 per day, pretty easily actually, and I think that's quite good for the average person. I think there is a lot of interest in that actually. So if you're interested in that, then you can subscribe to my channel and just wait for this video to come out. Like there is no reason for us to be restricted by these institutions and all these companies and whatever. We can actually free ourselves quite well from all this and be free, be financially free in many ways. It really is possible. You just have to know what you're doing. So stay tuned for that, and I see you next time.